There's a difference between wanting to leave a place or a relationship because you're not happy, and there's a difference between going towards something because you love it and enjoy it. And that difference is all the difference in the world, because the one reason is negative and the other reason is positive. So are you leaving because you're leaving on a positive vibration, or are you leaving because you're leaving on a negative vibration? That really is the difference. And we all know that it's all the difference in the world because you take yourself wherever you are going. You take yourself wherever you're going. So if you're running away means fear, means a negative vibration, means an expectation of, I've got to get away from this so that things can get better. And the flip side is, I'm going towards something, that's my destination, and I'm going to have so much fun going there. Very, very different vibrations. And this is the reason why Abraham says you take yourself wherever you go. And if you are having problems in a relationship, we are not saying that you should stay in that relationship, but we are saying that you are the one who created the problems, so clean up your vibration. And that does not mean clean up the problem. This is where people kind of get it wrong. They think that when Abraham says clean up your vibration, Abraham is saying clean up the problem. I can't clean up the problem, Abraham. It's too much. It's gone too far. I cannot fix this. Abraham, are you telling me that I have to fix all of this before I leave? No, sweetheart, you don't. You don't have to fix it. You have to feel okay with what you have created. Make peace with it. What a subtle difference there is in that. Abraham is not saying to you, oh my God, so you cannot go until you fix everything here. That's not the purpose. You see? The purpose is to take responsibility that you created the mess and be okay with the mess that you've created. Accept it. All right, so you know what? This is a mess. And accept the fact that you cannot fix it because you don't want any regret. A lot of times people take action too soon, meaning they leave too soon. They leave the relationship too soon and then they regret having left it. Does anyone know anyone who's done that? I know plenty of people who have done that because I've coached them. They leave the relationship and then they say, oh, I wish I hadn't left. And you don't want ever to have to do that. You want to accept everything so that when you leave, you're okay. You are truly ready for the next chapter in your life. So there's this difference between running towards something, meaning I have a goal and I'm running towards my goal. And I'm excited about getting there, and I'm excited about all the things that will unfold for me when I am there. There's excitement in going towards something. There's fear in running away from something. Ooh, you see? So you're in both instances, the end result is the outcome is the same. You are leaving. But in one case, you are excited about it, and in the other, you are afraid. That is the difference. So it's always of value to ask yourself, why am I leaving? Am I leaving because I'm going towards something, or am I leaving because I'm running away from something? And it applies not just to relationships as in, your spouse or partner. It applies to work as well. I was coaching someone and she wanted to leave her organization because she wasn't happy there. And the point in that is, if you're not happy there, then your vibration created all the things that you are unhappy about, and you're taking that vibration with you to wherever it is that you're going. So understanding that makes such a big difference. Understanding that is really important, because if you don't understand that, then you may not do the vibrational work that you should do in the interim before you get into anything else. And that's important, isn't it? Yeah. So when you leave, you left, the brakes failed. But now you've got to take time to fix things. What are you fixing? You're fixing your vibration. You're fixing where you are on the emotional scale. And when you are able to leave that fear behind and go up the emotional scale, now you're ready for the next step in your journey. And if you were already happy and excited about going somewhere, then go. So what's the example I can give you from my personal life is when I left the bank, I was excited about leaving the bank. Right? I wasn't fearful. I wasn't afraid. I wasn't leaving because I had a bad relationship at the bank. In fact, I had fabulous relationships with the bank. It was actually difficult for me to make the decision to leave the bank. That's how much I loved being there. But there was something else calling me, and I was moving towards that. So what a big difference than people who leave because they're so unhappy. I didn't leave because I was unhappy. I left because I was happy. It's the same thing that happens when children leave home to go and study or go to work somewhere else. They are excited about leaving. They're not leaving because they're afraid. They're leaving because they're going somewhere and it's exciting. Right? That's a whole different ball game. Oh, I'm leaving my parents' home because they make my life miserable. I'm leaving because it's going to be so much fun to live in residence and make new friends and study this program and get ready for the next chapter in my life. I'm going to party all night. I'm going to have so much fun. Mom and Dad, I'm not going to miss you at all. I'm excited about leaving. Right? That's a whole different... And then you meet those children who are like, oh no, I have to go. How will I survive? That's a whole other ball game. So are you understanding the difference between running towards something and running away from something? Right? Always run towards something. Always have something to reach out to instead of running away from something. Go towards something. Have a goal. I'm going there because it's going to be so much fun. The whole journey of going there is going to be so exciting. I'm not going because there's a dragon behind my tail running after me. I am going because I'm excited about this journey. So if you feel like you're running away from something, you've got to stop. If you feel you're running towards something, keep running. Keep running. Keep going. That's a good thing. But if you feel you're running away from something, you've got to stop and say, why am I running away? What's got me? I've got to do something about this because I created this. I created this. So I'm going to stop and I'm going to accept my role in it. I'm going to take responsibility for the fact that I created this. And when you take responsibility, now you're not pushing against someone. You're not saying, oh, you made my life miserable. I am leaving because of you. See, when you take responsibility, you don't play the blame game anymore. So when you leave, you're not leaving because somebody is pushing you out. You're leaving because you're ready to leave. You're just ready to leave. You've accepted that you can't fix this. You've accepted that you don't want it anymore. You have accepted that you don't really care what anyone else is going to say about it. You have accepted. And by accepting, you have let go all negative things, all negative beliefs, all negative thoughts about your leaving. And now you leave. You can do the other thing as well. You can leave. But then don't jump into anything. You know, we talk about this. We all understand this. We understand people coming out of a relationship and rebound. We call it the rebound. They get into another relationship very quickly. And then that relationship is a mirror for what they left behind. Why? Because they didn't take the time to clean it up. You leave one job because you think the job was the problem. The job was never the problem, because you created the problems at your job. So you're taking that way of thinking with you to the new job. And at first you're excited, but then your habit of thought kicks in and the new job starts looking like the old one. The new relationship starts looking like the old one. Haven't you heard people say that? At first I thought this was wonderful, but now I see it's exactly like the thing that I left behind. Well, why was that? Because you never took the time to clean up your vibration. That's why. Because you can turn around any situation by managing your vibration.